Elias, the man who refused to die before his time. There are moments in life when pain becomes so loud that hope sounds like a whisper drowned in a storm. Moments when failure humiliates you, loneliness surrounds you, and the future feels like a locked door with no key. Many people smile in public while privately fighting battles so heavy that even breathing feels like work. But hidden inside every human being is a sleeping giant. Not a giant made of muscles, not a giant made of money, but a giant made of courage. And courage is strange. It does not always roar. Sometimes it crawls. Sometimes it shakes. Sometimes it cries while moving forward. Yet it moves forward anyway. This is the story of a man who lost almost everything except one thing: his decision not to surrender. And that single decision changed his destiny forever. Before we go deeply into the story, we humbly invite you to not forget to subscribe to my channel for more powerful and healthy videos. Here is the story of the man called Elias. Elias sat alone in a cold apartment with unpaid bills scattered across the floor like broken promises. The room smelled of dust and silence. Outside, rain struck the window with restless anger, while inside, another storm was destroying him slowly. 3 years earlier, he had dreams large enough to light entire cities. He wanted to build a business. He wanted to help his family escape poverty. He wanted to become someone people respected. But life hit him harder than he expected. His business collapsed. His closest friends disappeared. People mocked his ambitions. Debt wrapped around his life like chains. Even his own relatives began speaking about him with pity. Maybe he aimed too high. Maybe he is not capable. Maybe success is not for everyone. Those words poisoned his spirit. Day after day, Elias stopped believing in himself. He stopped answering calls. He stopped looking people in the eyes. The man who once walked with fire in his soul now moved like a shadow carrying invisible wounds. One night, while staring at the ceiling, he whispered quietly, "Maybe life defeated me." But something inside him refused to agree. Not loudly, not dramatically, just a tiny voice deep inside saying, "Get up one more time." At first he ignored it, but the voice returned the next morning, and the next, and the next. Finally, Elias stood up, not because he suddenly became strong, but because he became tired of living like a prisoner inside his own fear. That morning changed everything. He looked into the mirror and barely recognized himself. His eyes carried exhaustion. His shoulders carried defeat. But somewhere beneath the pain, there was still a spark refusing to die. And sparks can become wildfires. Elias made a decision. He would rebuild his life slowly, even if nobody believed in him. The first days were brutal. He woke up early and searched for work everywhere. Most places rejected him. Some never called back. Others treated him like he was worthless. But he kept moving. Every rejection became fuel. Every humiliation became training. Every painful day hardened his spirit. One afternoon, while working temporary construction jobs under the burning sun, an older worker noticed him pushing himself harder than everyone else. The old man asked, "Why are you working like your life depends on it?" Elias answered quietly, "Because it does." The old man smiled slowly. "Good. Pain can destroy a man, but it can also introduce him to his real power." Those words stayed with Elias. Weeks became months. Elias began studying at night after exhausting workdays. While others slept, he learned business skills online, read books about discipline, listened to motivational speeches, and trained his mind like a warrior preparing for battle. His progress was invisible at first, and invisible progress is one of the hardest things to endure. Nobody applauds the seed buried underground. People only celebrate the tree after it breaks through the soil. Still, Elias continued. Some nights he cried quietly from exhaustion. Some mornings fear returned. Some days he doubted himself again. But he discovered something powerful. Courage is not the absence of fear. Courage is moving while fear screams at you to stop. Years passed. Slowly, opportunities began appearing. A small online project succeeded. Then another, then another. Elias failed many times again, but this time failure no longer terrified him. He understood that failure was not proof of weakness. It was proof that he was trying. And people who keep trying become dangerous to defeat. His confidence returned. His energy returned. His purpose returned. But the greatest transformation was invisible. Before, Elias wanted success to impress people. Now he wanted success to free himself from fear. That changed everything. One evening, he walked past a cafe where old acquaintances once laughed at him. Some of them were still sitting there, still gossiping, still criticizing others, still trapped in the same mental prison. But Elias was different now. Pain had educated him. Failure had trained him. Loneliness had revealed his true strength. For the first time in years, he smiled genuinely, not because life became easy, but because he realized he survived what once almost destroyed him. Soon, Elias launched a company helping struggling young entrepreneurs learn practical business skills and mental resilience. He spoke openly about depression, fear, rejection, and failure. People listened because his scars made his words real. He was no longer speaking from theory. He was speaking from survival. Thousands began following his message online, not because he pretended to be perfect, but because he proved broken people can rise again. One day during a live event, a young man stood up crying and asked him, "How did you survive your darkest season?" The room became silent. Elias paused for a moment before answering. "I stopped waiting for life to become easy. I stopped waiting for rescue. I stopped asking for guarantees. I decided that even if fear walked beside me every day, I would continue walking anyway." The audience exploded with applause, but Elias continued speaking. Listen carefully. Most people are not destroyed by failure. They are destroyed by surrender. Life can hit you hard. People can betray you. Money can disappear. Opportunities can collapse. But if you refuse to quit mentally, your story is still alive. The young man cried harder, and many others did too, because deep down, everybody is fighting something. Some fight poverty, some fight addiction, some fight heartbreak, some fight loneliness, some fight fear nobody else can see. But courage changes everything, not overnight, not magically, but steadily, like water shaping stone. Years later, Elias visited the tiny apartment where he once nearly gave up on life. The building looked older now. Paint peeled from the walls. The hallway lights flickered weakly. He stood silently inside the empty room. The same room where hopelessness once consumed him. Tears filled his eyes. Not tears of sadness, tears of gratitude, because he realized something powerful. If he had surrendered during his darkest moment, he would have never met the stronger version of himself waiting on the other side of pain. Many people want victory. Few are willing to survive the process required to earn it. Elias touched the cold window where rain once mirrored his despair. Then he whispered softly, "Thank you for not quitting." Not to the world, not to luck, to himself. Because sometimes the greatest hero in your life is the version of you that kept going when nobody was watching. And somewhere right now, another person sits alone believing their life is over. Maybe betrayed, maybe broke, maybe exhausted, maybe emotionally shattered. But this story exists for them, to remind them, storms do not last forever. Darkness does not own the future. Pain is not always punishment. Sometimes pain is preparation, and the person who survives suffering with courage becomes almost impossible to break. So if life hurts right now, stand up anyway. If fear surrounds you, move anyway. If nobody believes in you, Believe in yourself anyway, because one day your survival story may become the light that saves someone else. And that is how courage changes the world. Here are 20 powerful and motivational lessons from that story of Elias. 1. Your darkest moment is not always your final chapter. Sometimes life becomes painfully dark before your greatest transformation begins. The night may look endless, but sunrise is already preparing itself behind the horizon. 2. Courage is continuing even while afraid. Fear does not mean you are weak. Real courage is moving forward while your heart still trembles from uncertainty. 3. Pain can either destroy you or train you. Suffering is a dangerous teacher. Some people allow pain to bury them, while others allow it to build strength, wisdom, and unstoppable resilience. 4. One decision can change everything. The turning point of Elias's life was not money, luck, or opportunity. It was the simple decision to stand up one more time. 5. Invisible progress still matters. Not every victory is visible immediately. Seeds grow underground long before anybody sees the tree breaking through the soil. 6. Rejection is not the end of your worth. People may reject your ideas, ignore your talent, or laugh at your dreams, but rejection from people does not cancel your purpose in life. 7. Discipline creates new destinies. While others slept, Elias studied, learned, and rebuilt himself. Discipline quietly builds the future that excuses can never reach. 8. Small victories create powerful confidence. Great success rarely appears suddenly. It often begins with tiny victories repeated consistently over time. 9. Failure is proof that you tried. People who never fail are often people who never dared greatly. Failure is not shameful. Surrender is. 10. Loneliness can reveal your true strength. Some seasons isolate you, not to punish you, but to introduce you to the strength hidden inside your soul. 11. Your mind must become stronger than your circumstances. The battle is not always outside you. Many times the greatest war is against hopelessness, fear, doubt, and negative thinking. 12. Stop waiting for rescue. Elias stopped waiting for life to become easy. The moment you stop waiting for rescue, you begin discovering your own power. 13. Hard times build deep character. Comfort rarely produces greatness. Storms shape stronger minds, wiser hearts, and more disciplined spirits. 14. You must believe before others do. At first, nobody believed in Elias, but self-belief becomes powerful when it survives criticism, silence, and rejection. 15. Your story can become someone else's survival guide. The pain you survive today may become the wisdom that saves another person tomorrow. 16. Emotional strength is greater than temporary pain. Pain is temporary, but the strength developed through survival can last forever. 17. Success means more when you earn it through struggle. Victories gained through sacrifice carry deeper meaning because they are built with sweat, tears, discipline, and endurance. 18. Never allow temporary failure to define your identity. You may fail in a season, but failure itself is not your identity. Your identity is shaped by your decision to continue fighting. 19. Gratitude changes the way you see your journey. Elias eventually thanked the painful season that once nearly destroyed him because it created the stronger version of himself. 20. Your life is not finished yet. As long as you still breathe, your purpose still lives. Your future is waiting for the version of you that refuses to quit. Please like, share, subscribe for more episodes. Thank you very much for your support. God continues bless you.